Hey everyone, I'm Finn Jones from Iron Fist and you are watching Supernova TV.
Hey, we are here with Jason from Supertee. Now, Supertee does some amazing stuff. Can you tell us a little bit about what Supertee is?
Certainly. We make a new type of medical garment for kids to wear in hospital. When a child's in hospital, they've got all these IV drips, these ECG monitors, these central lines. It's very hard to change a t-shirt. Well, not anymore, because we've got a new type of medical garment that these kids can wear. It makes it a lot easier for them to change, makes them feel a little bit more brave, keeps them comfortable. And it also keeps them hygienic, which is the whole point of this shirt.
Okay, so tell us a little, like you've obviously gone for a superhero design. What was the thinking there?
Well, the superhero design came from my son, actually, who's a superhero fanatic. Came out one night dressed up as Batman. My daughter was in hospital, and I said, "Oh, what are you doing, little man?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm Batman." I said, "Who are you going to go save?" And he said, "I wanted to save my sister." And I was like in the fields, and we knew right there and then that we had to adopt the superhero theme, and that's why we came up with the superhero themed shirt. And we're playing very much in line with something known as the Batman effect, which is studies showing that when a child dresses up as a superhero, they take on the persona of that character. Helps them feel a little bit more brave, especially at that age.
Yeah, well, it's a thing called avatarism, where you wear the thing that you feel like you want to be. That's really, really cool. So what sort of ages are we talking about for these toys?
We're self-funded. We've just started since June, so we're starting from sizes 1 to 10. Yep. We do have so many ideas and plans for this, but for now, up to size 10, and we're helping the kids in hospital.
Okay, so give me a quick demo of how the shirt works, because, I mean, at the moment, it looks just like a normal t-shirt.
Certainly. So what you're looking at is a 100% cotton shirt with non-toxic print. And you have press studs. We tried everything: Velcro, zippers, ties. This is the system that the nurses have helped us design. So small little press studs along both sides and over one shoulder. Having plastic press studs allow for it to be MRI, X-ray, PET scan friendly. The spaces in between allow for all those wires and tubes that the kids have. Having shoulder studs allow for it to be bypassed for any breathing mask or ventilators or head injuries. And as you can see, the shirt just easily comes off. And having a superhero theme not only encourages them to be brave, but it gives us the opportunity to have a cape, which when you take this cape off and bring it around to the front, it becomes, what is it, Quinny?
That's a bib.
There you go.
Actually, that's really, really genius.
So this is an idea for the kids to try and hopefully feel a little bit more brave, but stay hygienic and help mum and dad just change their kids when they're going through something like cancer and all these terrible illnesses. Any way that we can help. We're just a couple of tradies that want to try and make a difference.
I feel a little bit wrapped up here in all of these Spidey people. Tell me, which Spider-Verse Spider people are we representing today?
I'm main Spider-Man, OG, the original.
Of course, and who are you?
I'm the better Scarlet Spider.
And who are you?
I am Emo Parker, obviously. Emo Spider.
Obviously, and who are we?
Spider-Gwen.
And behind me here?
Iron Spider.
Of course you are. Now tell me, why do you love Spider people so much?
They're just a fun character, good costumes, a lot of variations for all your friends to dress up in. So,
yeah. Have you been swinging around the halls here at Supernova today?
Oh yeah, stopped a mugging, joined the Avengers, Yeah.
Did anyone buy you a churro?
Not yet. No, actually. No.
I think we had better go and find you all a churro. Before we do that, can you teach me how to do the spider pose?
Okay.
Like
Go.
that one.
Yep.
Go, Web!
Wow. Up and away, Web!
I have run into Baymax here at Supernova. I'm so excited. Baymax, I actually have a broken toe at the moment. Can you help me with that?
Certainly. What part of your toe is broken?
It is the little toe right here. This is not good. I think that we'll have to go and sit down and work this out later. Baymax, are you very warm in this costume?
I am completely boiling.
Completely boiling. That's no good. I hope that you are taking good care of yourself. You're drinking lots, you're eating lots, yes?
Yes.
Awesome. It's important to take care of yourself as well as taking care of other people here at Supernova. Baymax, can I get a fist bump? La 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 la.
Hey, we are here with the one, the only Finn Jones. How are you?
I'm good. How's my hair?
Amazing.
Is it looking good?
Yeah, better than mine will ever look ever again.
Okay, good.
Yes, yeah. Now, Finn, originally, I remember seeing you quite a long time ago and not realising it was you, because afterwards we'd seen you in Game of Thrones and then in the Defenders and Iron Fist. But I'm going back to Sarah Jane Adventures.
Oh yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. Now, it's
That beautiful sweeping V-neck.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
But, and you were playing Katie Manning's son.
Yes,
Now,
grandson.
Grandson. Sorry, you're not that old. My apologies. How did you get into that one? And were you aware of kind of how much of the Doctor Who kind of background you were getting in on?
Yeah, I mean, growing up in England, Doctor Who has always been like this huge kind of cultural phenomenon that's been going on for decades and decades and decades. So when the audition came through, I was just at drama school. I was a baby. I wasn't a baby. I think I was 20, but I looked like a baby.
Well, I think you still do.
Oh, stop it. I heard I got the audition. I knew it was going to be a Doctor Who spin-off. I knew Matt Smith, who was the new Doctor, was going to be in it, Katie Manning, Elizabeth Sladen. So I knew it was a really important couple of episodes for that spin-off, and they were going to be, kind of very celebratory.
Yeah.
And yeah, I auditioned for it. Actually, one of the casting director was a friend of a friend, so that was nice. I think that definitely helped out.
Doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. And yeah, I auditioned twice for the role, and
had some fun playing with
it was awesome.
the Doctor Who universe.
Oh, it was awesome. It was really great. Everyone had such a great energy on that show, especially because for Elizabeth and Katie, they hadn't worked together for a long time, and so they were getting back together again, and it was just like this really awesome energy with the kids as well, and then Matt Smith coming in as well, and he'd only just finished the first season of his first season of Doctor Who, and he was like new to it and brought this energy, so it was just really, it was fun. We were just running around being chased by these huge birds.
And you gotta love that. You're a 20-year-old actor, and it's like react.
Yeah.
And then we moved on to Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Now, beautiful series, and
Yep.
and a character that I think a lot of people really, really love seeing, but
Yep.
at the same time, it doesn't necessarily end well.
No.
But then again, does it end well for anyone?
For
in
no
Game of
one.
Thrones?
No,
Yes.
it doesn't. And if it ends well for you, then it must be a boring part.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. I'm just going to shuffle off and go about my life.
Yeah. So yeah, that was great, and it was nice to kind of take Loris into that more darker and deprived state. It was nice to get to do that before his demise.
Yeah.
It's always nice to kind of take a character on a journey.
And I think that is the thing, isn't it? You want your character to have an arc, you want a journey.
Yeah, totally.
And that, I guess, then brings us to Danny Rand.
Yeah.
A man on, a gigantic journey.
It's the biggest journey going.
Yeah. Like, when you first looked at that character on the page, did you sort of think, is this where I want him to be? Or did you get to look at him more as an arc and go, I want to know where this character is going long term? Yeah,
I mean, I always knew where the character was going long term. We were taking a character that was not fully developed. Essentially a coming of age story across a bunch of series and seasons. You're taking a character that's undeveloped as a superhero, isn't a superhero, has this awesome responsibility that he has no idea what to do with, has been misplaced from society for 15 years, learning to kind of come back in and try and find his feet as a man in New York, again trying to get over the loss of his parents, trying to like reacclimatize to society. So there's all these elements where he starts off at, and knowing where he's going to eventually end up. Who knows when we're going to get there, but we're going to get there. And it's a really wonderful thing that you can take this progression of character over not even just seasons of television, but different seasons, like Iron Fist and Defenders. Now Luke Cage, there's Danny's evolved even more in Luke Cage, and going forward into season 2 as well, you're going to see even more of an evolution of the character. And
do you think we'd ever get to that sort of heroes for hire thing of Danny and Luke Cage, having that buddy cop?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if the new season of Luke Cage, which came out yesterday, there's episode 10. That's a heroes for hire episode.
That is it. That's where we're at.
And that's it.
Nice.
And so I'd love to see in the future a whole series dedicated to it with Misty and Colleen, so, Daughters of the Dragon, heroes for hire, and get us all together because it just works. Like the characters all have really good well, the actors, all of us actors have good chemistry together, and the characters just really work well off of each other as well. So,
look, we're keen.
I mean, yeah, everyone's keen. So hopefully they just make it happen.
Yeah,
because it has a lot of
definitely.
potential.
I do want to know just about the martial arts. That looks like the hardest damn work that there is. How much training do you go into for that?
Well, for the second season, which we shot that for 7 months actually, and so we started that in December last year, and before that I trained for
Sorry, this is the second season of Iron Fist.
Second season,
Yeah, right.
So for the second season, 4 months leading up to the shoot date, I was in extensive training, training 5 days a week in multiple different disciplines. There was, there's like gym training, there's yoga, there's meditation, there's martial arts training, there's also a very strict diet. I didn't drink alcohol for nearly 10 months. So
You okay?
I am now.
Yeah, good.
I'm great now.
Yeah, good. Okay.
But it's a very, you have to be very focused, very disciplined, and it's I see it as if you're like preparing for a marathon. You do all the lead up work, get yourself in peak physical fitness, and then the marathon starts, the shooting starts, and then you've got 7 months
to
go, and you've got to learn to like keep energy whilst you're going, and also continue to train as well. And so for the second season, what we were doing, we'd be shooting Monday to Friday. So you'd have Monday to Friday, 12-hour shoot days every day, and at the weekend you'd go in on Saturday and Sundays, and you'd learn the choreography for the next week's scene, for the next week's fight scenes. And so it was just that for 6 to 7 months. So
God, that must be exhausting.
Oh yeah, well by the end of it you are. I mean, I was just exhausted, actually exhausted, and then you have to take time to rebuild yourself, and then you go straight back into it.
Yeah, and then you come and do these things.
And then you come and do these things, yeah.
And I am exhausted just hearing about it because my fitness is just not that high. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to let you go, but thank you
Right on.
so much for joining us, Finn.
Yep.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot, man.
Cheers.